There we go. Okay, so what we have here is we have a covering frame. Hope is about to drop that down. You can see me here. And we're going to use this to cover some propeller blades. So yeah, go ahead and lower that down on there. And we have used petroleum jelly on this. I've heard people even using like chapstick and whatnot. All right, now what you want to do is grab the corner of the film down there and lift it up with it, otherwise it tends to stick. Alright, there you go. Now you're good. You just rotate it on over. Now, what I will do is come in here and just don't even worry about that. All we want to do is take a razor blade. This needs to be a very sharp razor blade, what we're doing right here, y'all, because otherwise you'll tear the film, and what we want to do is cut the film.
So basically, get a brand new one, or almost brand new one when you do this.
Yes. And so, lost my grip on it. Alright, you should be able to lift it away now. Okay. So what we have is a film on here, and at this point it's still not usable because it's bowed out like this. And if you look at your propeller, you're covered on the curved side, so that doesn't work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show how to massage this out, simply because I'm the one who does this the most. And so what I'm doing is I'm sliding the film around on this frame some. And this is why you use like petroleum jelly or something, because it gives you basically a soft attachment, and so you can move the film around, you can reposition it. You can even actually peel it completely off and replace it if you need to. Only thing is, now you've got a sticky material on the edges, so the film can tend to stick together. You don't want to get the petroleum jelly on any of the surface that you're actually going to have on your prop, because it is very heavy. It does add a lot of weight. And so we're just trying to massage this on around. This part's kind of an art form, to be honest. You work with it, and I must confess, neither of us here are particularly good at covering propellers. I think we both kind of hack at it. If you want to see well-covered propellers, go look at stuff from Nick Ray. I think Nick does some of the best propeller covering jobs in the U.S. Kong and Leo are not far off. I think Kong may have caught up with Nick on that by now. The contest to see who has the best. Anyway, at some point you say, okay, I've got it good enough. You have to bear in mind the film does kind of float around, so if you tension one area, you untension another. But I don't know if it shows up real well in the camera. Yeah, you can see it reflecting off there. That's kind of what you want. You want it straight across, no pooching out this way or sucking in that way. At that point, we lay this down, and we can take a propeller blade. We can see that it'll fit on here, and it'll contact pretty much all of it. Again, you've got some camber, so it's not going to lay down perfectly, but we're pretty close. Should mention this this prop covering block is sized specifically. I'll get in the camera frame here. This is sized specifically for a propeller from the prop block that was used to make that prop. So if you want a good covering job, you have to match your covering fixture to what your propeller is formed on. So that's a major factor in the quality of your covering job. Okay, we're going to come back once we've got some adhesive on this guy, and we'll cut it out so you can see all of that. Okay, so we're about to cover a prop here. You can turn that block around. I'll hold it for So your goal just is get it between the edges and whatnot. Point it over this way, rotate it this way. No, other way. There you go. And then you can just lay it on down. There you go. And then you just run your finger around. Oh, how that works too. A little less pressure so you don't tug it. When you're tacking this frame down onto the film, you don't want to put on too much pressure because remember your film is not attached rigidly to the covering frame. Don't do don't do that. Do that over there. You don't want to attach the spar to it. Yeah, there you go. The big part on your prop outline that doesn't like to tack down correctly is out here, and there's still a spot that we go. I think I got it now. Yeah, there we go. This hub area, because it's so, most of your twist is over here, that's the area that gets you into trouble. Alright, we'll set it like this. I'm going to get the soldering iron. I don't know if we can get this part on camera or not. Alright, if you'll move over here with it, I will get the camera turned around. No, I'll do that. Take this. There we go. Okay. Alright. Hold up here. Alright, I'll rotate this so that the camera can see it a little bit better. And there you go. Alright, now what I usually do, yeah, there you go, perfect. Okay, now you want to come straight down because if you come under, the heat will come back up and will tension the film on the inside. Yep, there we go. Alright, go ahead and go back and get that spot, because that's the... Yep, right there. You got it. Okay, so we should have one spot.
Hold on.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm getting at. Yep. You'll have to go up under right there. There you go. There we go. And oop, 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 oop. This happens on occasion.
Charles told me, hold up.
There. Don't see any other. Alright, I'll take this for you. Hold that up and show off to the camera. That's a pretty big propeller blade, y'all. So, anytime you make it, that's the biggest one she's ever made. Yeah, not many people have made a prop blade that big.